Lorraine is very nice farmland these days.
Yeah, I wonder why. Cough the
Elephant's
dead
gone.
bodies.
Oh,
Anyways.
that's good fertilizer. I would nearly use it on my farm too.
That's what we'll do. We'll rebuild Axine by using dead bodies as food. I swear to God, if I have to
I
add
can
that
do
in the
that.
lore, I'm deleting all of the
Yes.
lore. But no, seriously. The other thing as well is the UX. A lot of people have been asking me about whether or not their factions actually fully held up together. Thing is, the UX only have one rebel state, and it's Dingus's faction. All the other lords decided to unite with each other. So, to all of you that are wondering, is there going to be a civil war? There's not.
No.
Also, Ryan, I was talking with Ron about this. I don't know why I get you two mixed up. Ron has a much better voice than you, better than me, but I mean,
Oh.
fuck you. No, seriously though, I wanted to ask,
User was moved to your channel.
why did you kill everybody that was in the UX instead of putting them back and causing them a civil war? I was actually kind of curious about that.
I'd rather kill off Goblin and everyone else that was with him. I
Okay.
thought after that everything would go into Civil War anyways. But
Well, you killed like 2 or 3 lords, and you could have just
Yeah.
put them back there. I'm just saying. I'm not like.
I'm
I'm
not
just.
willing to let those guys go back and cause what go into a
Right.
war with us again. Although
Whatever.
no matter what, there's probably gonna be another war.
Yeah, I
I
know there was only
escaped,
like
so
2
I'm
lords,
completely
but I
okay
mean,
with
like,
what's
still at the
happening.
same time, they could have probably done something. The other thing as well is there's gonna be kind of a battles update. I don't think there'll ever be an event like that again, where we're sitting there for 4 hours with only 20 to 30 people on the
Oh my
server like
god,
that.
dude.
But if there is, we're definitely scheduling it for the weekend and not a Sunday, because that was hot cancer. Sitting on Sunday, starting from 4 o'clock, going all the way to like 7, almost 8 o'clock, actually, is when we almost stopped. So, another thing I want to talk about as well is that at this point, I'm actually surprised the OP is still going as strong as it is, because the problem is that was such a huge battle, and so many people either died, or lost their characters, or lost their armies. So it's good to see the OPs going. So I want to ask, do you guys want to see more features added in, or you guys like where it's at right now? Because I
What
I
kind
like
have
money.
what kind of features are you thinking of if you're adding them?
So adding some more buildings that do more drastic stuff, more heavy OP type of stuff.
Waters?
Um, I'm
Okay.
also thinking about adding in the ability to actually have children, and that there'll be a tab. I mean, you can, but I mean, like with proper inheritance and claimants and stuff like that. And then I'm also thinking about adding in new technology. And then I'm also really in consideration of maybe making the whole fief system and stuff like that feel more dynamic and unique in the fact that your lords can actually upgrade their fiefs and upgrade their castles to like have better stuff. So like for instance, if your lord holds a castle, he could upgrade its walls, and then you'll get a better siege map in game if you upgrade your castle or something like that. And I'm also thinking of heavily emphasizing more on the fact that lords are allowed to fight against each other, and maybe adding in the feature of having multiple fiefs instead of one. You guys like some of those ideas?
Yeah.
I think the more the better.
More the better?
Yeah.
Gotcha. There'll also be a bit more like heavy diplomacy and stuff like that added in as we go on with this. Now, of course, we are getting into the weekdays, so do expect activity to be a bit lower. I'm planning on having a feast tomorrow no matter what. I'm no matter what, okay? Even if there's a battle, because we've had to push the feast back like 4 times. I'm also going to be heavily working on the tournament. Have not had a chance to do that simply due to the fact that the tournament has also been hard to make the custom map for due to the fact that everybody wants to bash each other's skulls in. The final thing as well is that I'm going to be restarting the TeamSpeak and reorganizing everything. So I'm going to be reorganizing everyone's positions, ranks,
Spring cleaning.
lobbies, pretty much just getting rid of everything and redoing it all up again. Another thing as well is that I'm also going to start doing a couple things. Within this week, I'm going to start adding dead characters to the lore, because I'm not adding your character unless he dies to the lore, or unless the OP is over. So that way he has a proper conclusion and end to him. So that's why some of your characters aren't in the lore page. Another thing as well is that Wolfie's probably going to be getting the Arma panel. Now here's something I do need to mention to all of you Arma players. Wolfie's events have not been having good attendance. And like I said before, it relies on both communities to keep things held up. So the next time Wolfie does an event,
Wait, whose
which it's
community am I
properly
playing?
scheduled, the next time he properly does an event to where it's scheduled, I want to see at least 8 to 9 players present there. Also, there's going to be some serious reductions to this OP that we're doing on Mountain Blade. So
Wait, no, so you forcing
Armor
us to
3.
go attend something on a different
Yes.
game?
yes.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, that was the thing.
I
That was
love a
part of the new
masochist.
deal or whatever. What was the new plan?
The
The
new
new
deal.
plan.
The new
Yeah, I was
deal.
about to.
your channel.
Who joined? Did someone join or leave? I don't know.
Leave.
Oh, it was Sentient. Oh, it was Conrad. I remember I had to change his bio because he called himself Autismus, and I was like, alright, time to fucking yeet that.
Oh my god.
Alright, but no, seriously, back into it though. So there's gonna be a few new features out over the week. Don't expect maximum activity, but once again, there needs to be at least 2 announcements a day. Luckily today, we've had the same amount of announcements we've had just about every other day, which is good. But once again, at least 2 announcements a day keeps the OP going. Otherwise than that, can't really think of anything else I'd like to talk about other than the fact that. Oh yeah, making you moderator. Yeah, that's something I have to get back to.
Who, me?
No, there
Oh,
was
I'd
some.
like to
I
be
think it was
moderator.
Dingus or something like that that said that.
You
Yeah, I
just
could.
make me moderator, we won't have this problem.
You're already moderator, dumbass. You just gotta
I am.
look. Yes.
Oh,
Felix, by the way you talked about this before, it made it sound like you were gonna make us all poor. Emergency economic announcement.
Yeah. So. I'm sorry. It's just that all of you are like ass poor. It's like
Microphone
Detroit
muted.
right now. The
Funky.
entire
Yeah.
map. It's insane. I didn't think you guys. Okay, here's the problem. It went like this. Okay, 2 days before the battle, everyone has medium-sized armies. 1 day before the battle, should I use my entire fucking coffers? I was like, why? Like some
You know what
people.
happened in
Because
the
we're
real
having
world?
World War III, my dude.
You know what happened in the real world in that scenario? Britain went out.
Everything
and made some
died.
colonies,
Sure, yeah.
and then America was made.
Pretty much.
So, imperialism.
Communism.
But anyways, yeah, every single one of you is poor, really, really poor, and you guys just funneled all of your money.
I
So you
So-
can give me money now.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm poor?
No, you're not.
Yo,
Anyways,
Oh, okay, good, because I am
this
Jewish.
is why Canadian became the con, isn't it?
Can you read that, please?
Why?
What does it say? Felix, does Zach get all of his 250k guys without paying the 250k initially? I know the 25k is free, but I don't think the 250k is. No, the 50k is free because I think it's somewhere. No, I don't know. I'm so confused.
wait.
I'll take a look at it.
When
I'll take
I got my Hussars, I paid 400,000.
Hussars. What
Yeah.
unit was that? Like, what's the actual lore name of it, and I'll recognize it.
Here, 1 second.
I don't know what they're called either. If I
The
can get
unit's
to it.
30k striker.
Any
Well, yeah.
unit that's under, like, so like the line infantry or the militias, anyone that's like 1,000 or under is free. You don't have to pay any money.
Yeah, that's what
Wait,
I'm
I
trying
can
to
just
explain.
get an army
Wait,
for
whoa, whoa.
free?
No, that's just the unit of it. It's for free.
Yeah, wait.
has to
So
levy
what
the
I was
troops.
trying, what I mean is like, he can get the like 250,000 without paying the like cost of the 1,000, but does he have to pay the 50,000?
No.
For like
He
the
still has to
squads?
pay for it. Oh, the squads he still has
Yeah,
to pay
that's what I'm
money
talking
for.
about, because that costs 250,000.
Right. Unless he has
units
a,
are free.
unless he has, yeah, the units are free. The squads aren't. Unless he has a
Yeah.
building that makes the squads cost less money. Because there are some buildings, but I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think he does. By the way, I need to find some ways to make some of the more different buildings unique and whatnot. There's also some new features like the investments and whatnot that you guys can go into. I still need to add the mint down as a building, which does give you special abilities like Alex is doing, where you like take my money.
Yay.
I like mints.
Oh, you should just make it so only I get it. because
Okay, and so another thing as well I want to talk about with all of you is since we have pretty much everyone here that's important, do you guys recognize Canadian as the High King / Khan, whatever his title is? No? Alright, so the
Yes.
land is still, well, one is yes, the others are all no, so it seems the land's still in complete civil
But they're
war.
all inferior
Isn't that
beings,
two
though.
different titles though? Khan and High King.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
like here's the thing, in the, hold on,
Like, I
here's the
recognize
thing.
him as the Khan of the
Yeah,
Iraqs,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna recognize him as the High King of
Yeah,
the
what I meant to
continent.
say
That
is
doesn't
like
make
he
sense.
called like the original title was Golden Khan is what Goblin held, but like at the same time he didn't want to be called the High King, so to his people he was the Golden Khan, which was the highest rank he could be. but to the rest of Humania, he was the quote-unquote High King. That's what I'm saying. So, like, for instance, to his people, he's the Golden Khan, or the Great Khan, or whatever, the Khan, you know, he's like the entire ruler. And I know you guys recognize him as that. But do you guys recognize him as the High King of Humania?
No.
No.
Nope.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Who said that? Who's the queer?
Wait.
Well, that was just
That's one of the lords.
He said who's
May,
the
may
I gave up the cog into him. I don't want to be a
There's also, and the last thing I want to ask as well, do you guys want a public order system put in or no?
Yes.
Maybe.
Just
What do you
screw
mean
my
by
maybe.
that?
Get a work
So-
system.
Oh my god! Hold on! But no, seriously, like, the public order system would work in the fact of, like, how happy your populace is. So, like, if one of your province gets repeatedly attacked, they're gonna get butthurt and wanna, like, rape you.
war weirdness.
I'd make it random. Like maybe
Random?
Activity should have some like random occurrence because
Yeah.
how, you know.
Also,
it's a-
one quick question as well. Wasn't the original plan for the, I guess, quote-unquote, allied forces to, give Boom some land? Like, where's Boom's land? He's about to go, like,
we
in debt.
never agreed on that. The
Oh.
second we got to the peace deal, Boom was
No,
like,
they
I
talked
want
behind
land,
my back
and
and
everyone
decided
said
not
no.
to give me anything, so it's fine.
Okay.
Said it to your face, too.
Well, after the fact.
No, right at the beginning, I said I wasn't going to give you land, period. And you're
Nah,
working with the
you never
UX now
said that.
anyway, so...
Boom is getting paid by the
I
UX
know what I
now.
said.
Oh, you're being paid by the UX? Well, they actually have enough money to do that. I don't think... Yeah, they do have enough.
I can do it out of my
Well,
own pocket
when
if
you
I wanted
update
to.
it. Honestly.
Anyways, otherwise than that, that was pretty much the meeting. I'm gonna update you guys' wealth. I'll update your armies probably around 8 o'clock-ish, 9 o'clock around there. And then tomorrow, you guys can get back into it. I'm not...
faction?
Like your culture of it?
Yeah,
Or, like,
because I
your
can't
name.
afford anything.
Yeah, you can change your culture. I'm only allowing you to simply do the fact, like, just make a good OP reason for it. That doesn't mean everyone can change their faction, though, because you're kind of a new faction, so I'll allow it, but the others, no.
I'm not new, I'm just too poor to afford anything.
Yeah, no, you're kind of new. You were, like, the third, not the third. Within this week, you've been the third faction to sign up. Because we have, like, a total of 19 factions.
Why does your faction determine how much you're making?
What do you mean?
He's like, what'd you say? You said something about being crappy because of your culture.
Oh, no, it's because of his units. Like, it depends. Like, certain faction troop trees have, like, way more expensive than others because their quality is usually better. That's like, okay, so the Holy Roman Empire and the Ottomans and the Deluge, which in the RP are the Humanians, and then the other one is the Acrabians. Both of them have extremely good troops in game. So the cost of units is going to be much higher compared to the Russian faction or the Cossacks that have shit units. So, otherwise than that, that's about it. You guys are free to leave. Thank you to everyone that came out today. The TeamSpeak is getting reset at around, I'm gonna say, Wednesday is when I'll get to it. And then the other good news as well is that all the servers are about to get paid for again, which means the TeamSpeak, our Arma server, and Mountain Blade server. The Arma and Mountain Blade server will be good for another 6 months, and the TeamSpeak will probably last till the end of the summer. So, otherwise than that... Oh, and by the way, we've just hit 43 signups. Congratulations. There's people signing up I don't even know existed. Yay. More people to manage.
Yay. Oh, also, Felix, can I talk to you in private after this, please?
Yeah, you can.
Can
Thank
you
you.
restart the thing, Alex?
No.
Alright, all of you get out of my throne room. Disperse. Go. Move.
The Prancing
Out.
Goblin.
Get out.
The Prancing Goblin. So how's life, Dingus?
User joined your channel.
Okay.